Hi everyone, my name is Allison Schneider and this is Module 5, Understanding My Community. I teach at Farley Elementary School, but for the purpose of this assignment, I'm going to be focusing on USD 437, Auburn-Washburn Schools, which is located in Topeka, Kansas. As far as our customs and traditions go, Auburn-Washburn was established in 1966 as part of a consolidation initiative. It serves a total of 13 attendance centers. 7 of those are elementary schools. There's 1 middle school and 1 high school, 1 early childhood center, and 2 alternative learning centers for a total of 6,271 students served throughout all 13 schools. The district also employs 836 staff members, and I actually found out through doing this assignment that one of our high school actually celebrating our a centennial this year, so that was really exciting to learn about. Community members in Auburn-Washburn are mostly white-collar workers in a higher income location. Religious and political opinions and beliefs vary as a whole because of the diverse population. Our mission statement is inspiring, challenging every child and every day. We created in 2015 a vision that all schools try to strive for, to make sure that it's a unified vision. And as far as change goes, our community really adapts well to change. We got a new superintendent in 2015, and so far it's gone really, really smoothly. Actually much better than we thought it was going to. And then we also, at the same exact time, we adopted a new strategic plan and also started the accreditation process. And with all of that happening at the same time, we were all very impressed that the teachers in our district and the community surrounding us were very supportive and approached it with an open mind on in the direction that Auburn-Washburn was headed. The population characteristics, this is the data for Shawnee County, which is where Auburn-Washburn is located. It has a population of 178,146 people and has maintained about the same number of people over several years. Our Shawnee County educational level seems pretty high, with basically 61% of our population earning at least a high school diploma or associate's degree, 18% with a bachelor's degree, and 10% earned a graduate degree. The enrollment data, we serve 6,271 students throughout all 13 schools, and that's just in Auburn-Washburn. The age, there are about 30% who are under 18. 52.7% of our population are between the ages of 19 and 64, and 16.5% of our population is 65 plus. With our breakdown between male and female, it's about the same. There's a few more females than there are males. The top 3 employers in Shawnee County are government, and that's just because Topeka is the capital of Kansas, and so there's a lot of activity at the Capitol building, ties to the national government, Shawnee County government, education, and then medical, because we have a lot of hospitals here. Topeka and Shawnee County is actually very diverse for being in Kansas, with 74% white, 8% African American, 1.4% American Indian, 1.4% Asian, 0.1% Pacific Islander, and 11.9% Hispanic or Latino, and 3.9% identifying as 2 or more races. USD 437 district data was a little bit different, but the trends are very, very much the same, with primarily white, with a high population of African American, Indian, Asian, and Hispanic also. As far as communication goes, television and radio and newspapers are not used very much. When speaking with our district's PR person, he basically said that the local stations and the newspapers are available and have been used in the past when there are major events happening within the community, but it's not typically our primary form of communication. The USD 437 website and the individual school websites are used very, very frequently. They're the second most used for communication. They're used for updates, event announcements. They're also the gateway into our social media accounts also, which is the primary form of communication within our district and seems to be the most accessible to everyone. In doing the research, it seems that our district has a Facebook, Twitter, and a LinkedIn account. We have a very, very active community within our Auburn-Washburn School District, starting with the Auburn-Washburn Foundation, which are this group of people right here. They basically do fundraisers and provide grants to schools in our district. They're very, very supportive of the vision for our schools and where we're headed as a district. The Shawnee County Parks and Recreation, Girls and Boy Scouts, Family Service and Guidance Center, which has been really helpful on a behavioral side of things, often coming in and doing professional development or coaching or just being available for help and outreach if we need help with it. There's a school board, parent-teacher organizations, community churches, and religious groups. Topeka and Shawnee County Public Library, which has so many resources. They come into our classrooms, they invite us into their facility, and it's been a great partnership. We also have leadership teams at individual schools, and then those leadership teams at those schools are part of our district-wide team, and then also our district curriculum committees, where we have a building rep for each school, and then they come together as a district-wide committee to make decisions surrounding our curriculum. The leadership within Topeka is our 3 commissioners, which are located right here. We have 10 city council members. Our mayor is Larry Wolgast. Douglas Gerber is our city manager, and Brenda Younger is our city clerk. Our school board has 7 members. Dr. Scott Williams, which is our superintendent, is located right here. Building principals, leadership teams, grade level team leaders, and then other leaders in our community are business leaders and our foundation leaders. The characteristics of those leaders are that they're very present, located in and around our school districts. They often are seen in our classrooms and in our schools. You'll sometimes see them out in public, and the kids even recognize who some of these people are, and they'll approach them and just have conversations with them. So it's very personal. There's very good transparency and openness for the most part. The minutes to all the meetings are posted on websites and also links on social media, so it's accessible to everybody with internet. There's also a Superintendent's Council, which is a platform for stakeholders, primarily staff members, to anonymously send in questions, comments, and concerns to our superintendent, and then he addresses the ones that he can, and then the questions, concerns, comments that he can't comment on or address, he sends to the school board's agenda. The leadership members have strong roots in the community. Most of them grew up here, and the new leadership at our district level has been welcomed and has been a really smooth transition. The economic conditions, the median household income is higher than average at 50,378 people. The median housing value in Shawnee County is 122,200. There's a 3.9% unemployment rate, and 14.2% of the population lives in poverty. In Auburn-Washburn school districts, 34% of students were enrolled in free and reduced lunch. As I mentioned before, the 3 major industries that are responsible for hiring are government, education, and medical. There are 13,147 companies or businesses located within Shawnee County. And then the sales tax rates in Shawnee County is 7.65%, and in Topeka it's 9.15%. Our political structure, we're very lucky as a school district to have a school board and superintendent that work so well together. They're supportive and they trust each other with the decisions that they're tasked with. Both of them put the needs of the students first, which is something that community members and staff members really appreciate. Funding continues to be a hot topic with all sectors of our community. The leaders of our school district do a really nice job of keeping the public updated and informed of the current issues surrounding the state of Kansas budget as well as political decisions. They often send out, after a meeting with our representatives or something, they send out an email blast explaining basically a summary of what they spoke about or what was voted on. So it's been really nice. KNEA representatives are very informative and up to date on policies. Social tensions. Even though Auburn-Washburn is a pretty diverse population, it does have very few problems as far as interracial confrontation goes. There are no known gangs, but there are several different cliques. The main clique that we've noticed is the higher income versus the lower income perception of what schools are. You see that a little bit with the public and with the kids, but a lot of it comes from the resentment between staff at different schools, thinking that like the misunderstanding of what group of people a school represents, and so that's created a little bit of rivalry between the schools. At the secondary levels, there's the athletic program versus the arts and differing opinions on how funding and scheduling should be handled. There's no known discrimination, and the causes I've kind of touched on a little bit with misunderstanding, economic rivalry, and social class competition. Here are a couple of the sources that I use to get access to this data. The power structures within schools, they're handled at the lowest level possible. The typical flow of power starting with the classroom teacher, ending at the principal, and then going to the superintendent if necessary. Within the district, the superintendent receives comments and concerns through the superintendent's council. He answers and addresses what he can, and then what he can't, he takes to the school board agenda. Community members are also encouraged to contribute questions and concerns, comments through the website, or participate in one-on-one conversations with different board members. They address those issues that follow the agenda at the meetings that they conduct, and then often they just have private one-on-one conversations. So. As far as multicultural issues go, it's a very diverse district. They do a lot of different interesting things, starting with Culture Week. Students who are absent because of religious observances are excused, different lunch menus. We also have a foreign exchange program, which has been really awesome at the high school level, where not only are the high school students benefiting, but they also partner with elementary classrooms, and they do presentations and bring awareness of their cultures to the younger kids too, which has been cool to watch. Measuring public opinion, I did this through interviews, and it seems that the public perception of our school district has been it's a very affluent and high achieving excuse me. Stakeholders appreciate the quality staff, supportive community. A couple areas of improvement are getting parents involved in the PTO organizations and communication. Currently, there's no consistent method of surveying the public in USD 437. Some people do their own type of inventory or survey, but it's not done by everybody. So that's another area of improvement that our district is going to be focusing on. That's my presentation, so thank you.